The power of algorithms. Original version B2-C1 level. Introduction. Who do you become if you no longer can make decisions about your own life? What happens to your identity when algorithms constantly manipulate your actions? These may be troubling questions, but they should be asked. According to Yuval Noah Harari, algorithms represent a real threat to who we are as individuals, and in his text "Change is the only constant," he paints a dark picture of the future. In his own words, if you want to retain some control of your personal existence and of the future of life, you have to run faster than the algorithms. To be able to follow Harari's arguments, you first need to understand what an algorithm is. Simply put, an algorithm is a set of instructions for solving or completing a given task. In a sense, even a cake recipe can be regarded as an algorithm. In everyday language, however, we usually think of algorithms as instructions programmed into computers. They do everything from opening compressed files to scheduling traffic lights to suggesting which Netflix series you should watch next. For better or worse, they underlie all modern technology. The author, Yuval Noah Harari. Israeli Yuval Noah Harari, born in 1976, is a history professor at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem and the author of 3 international best-selling books: Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, 2014, Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, 2016, and 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, 2018. Some of his views are controversial. For instance, in a 2017 interview with the British newspaper The Observer, he claimed that Homo sapiens as we know them will disappear in a century or so. Harari does not own a smartphone. Here is how he justifies his choice. I'm trying to conserve my time and attention. It can be such a distraction. I wouldn't have the time to write books if I had a smartphone. Attention is maybe the most important resource at present, and smartphones are designed to take over your attention. Glossary. Flourish, grow or develop in a healthy way. Maze, labyrinth. Previously, before the present time. Eternal, lasting forever. Pace, here, the speed at which something happens. Bias, tendency to prefer one person or thing to another. Hostage, gissel. Agriculture, farming. Enrich, here, make someone wealthy or wealthier. Enslave, make someone a slave. Weed, a wild plant growing where it is not wanted. Blazing, very hot. Increasingly, more and more. Zombie, here, a will-less and speechless human. Roam, move about aimlessly. Glue, here, metaphorically fasten as if with glue. Sesame Street, American children's television series. Sesame Station is a Norwegian remake. Inside Out, American computer-animated comedy drama, 2015. Riley Anderson, a major character in the film Inside Out. Prey, here, victim. External, coming from the outside. Trustworthy, deserving of trust. Ideological, based on a system of ideas. Biochemical bug, a microorganism that creates a harmful chemical process in a living being. Baidu, Chinese internet search engine company. Daunting, here, inspiring fear. Thyself, yourself. Urge, strongly encourage someone to do something. Urgent, needing attention very soon. Laozi, Chinese philosopher, 601 BC, year of death unknown. Socrates, Greek philosopher, c. 470 to 399 BC. Monitor, V.E. keep under systematic review. Matrix, here, the environment in which something develops. The Truman Show, American satirical science fiction film, 1998. Empirical, verifiable by observation or experience. Cede, give up. Retain, keep possession of. Text, change is the only constant. Argumentative essay, excerpt, by Yuval Noah Harari. A baby born today will be 30-something in 2050. If all goes well, that baby will still be around in 2100 and might even be an active citizen of the 22nd century. What should we teach that baby that will help him or her survive and flourish in the world of 2050 or of the 22nd century? What kind of skills will he or she need in order to get a job, understand what is happening around them and navigate the maze of life? Unfortunately, since nobody knows how the world will look in 2050, not to mention 2100, we don't know the answer to these questions. Of course, humans have never been able to predict the future with accuracy. But today it is more difficult than ever before, because once technology enables us to engineer bodies, brains, and minds, we can no longer be certain about anything, including things that previously seemed fixed and eternal. The best advice I could give a 15-year-old stuck in an outdated school somewhere in Mexico, India, or Alabama is, don't rely on the adults too much. Most of them mean well, but they just don't understand the world. In the past, it was a relatively safe bet to follow the adults, because they knew the world quite well, and the world changed slowly. But the 21st century is going to be different. Due to the growing pace of change, you can never be certain whether what the adults are telling you is timeless wisdom or outdated bias. So on what can you rely instead? Technology? That's an even riskier gamble. Technology can help you a lot, but if technology gains too much power over your life, you might become a hostage to its agenda. Thousands of years ago, humans invented agriculture, but this technology enriched just a tiny elite, while enslaving the majority of humans. Most people found themselves working from sunrise till sunset plucking weeds, carrying water buckets and harvesting corn under a blazing sun. It can happen to you too. Technology isn't bad. If you know what you want in life, technology can help you get it. But if you don't know what you want in life, it will be all too easy for technology to shape your aims for you and take control of your life. Especially as technology gets better at understanding humans, you might increasingly find yourself serving it, instead of it serving you. Have you seen those zombies who roam the streets with their faces glued to their smartphones? Do you think they control the technology, or does the technology control them? Should you rely on yourself, then? That sounds great on Sesame Street or in an old-fashioned Disney film, but in real life it doesn't work so well. Even Disney is coming to realize it. Just like Inside Out's Riley Anderson, most people hardly know themselves, and when they try to listen to themselves they easily become prey to external manipulations. The voice we hear inside our heads was never trustworthy, because it always reflected state propaganda, ideological brainwashing, and commercial advertisement, not to mention biochemical bugs. As biotechnology and machine learning improve, it will become easier to manipulate people's deepest emotions and desires, and it will become more dangerous than ever to just follow your heart. When Coca-Cola, Amazon, Baidu, or the government knows how to pull the strings of your heart and press the buttons of your brain, could you still tell the difference between yourself and their marketing experts? To succeed in such a daunting task, you will need to work very hard on getting to know your operating system better. To know what you are, and what you want from life. This is, of course, the oldest advice in the book, Know Thyself. For thousands of years, philosophers and prophets have urged people to know themselves. But this advice was never more urgent than in the 21st century, because unlike in the days of Laozi or Socrates, now you have serious competition. Coca-Cola, Amazon, Baidu, and the government are all racing to hack you. Not your smartphone, not your computer, and not your bank account, they are in a race to hack you, and your organic operating system. You might have heard that we are living in the era of hacking computers, but that's hardly half the truth. In fact, we are living in the era of hacking humans. The algorithms are watching you right now. They are watching where you go, what you buy, who you meet. Soon they will monitor all your steps, all your breaths, all your heartbeats. They are relying on big data and machine learning to get to know you better and better. And once these algorithms know you better than you know yourself, they could control and manipulate you, and you won't be able to do much about it. You will live in the Matrix, or in the Truman Show. In the end, it's a simple empirical matter. If the algorithms indeed understand what's happening within you better than you understand it, authority will shift to them. Of course, you might be perfectly happy ceding all authority to the algorithms and trusting them to decide things for you and for the rest of the world. If so, just relax and enjoy the ride. You don't need to do anything about it. The algorithms will take care of everything. If, however, you want to retain some control of your personal existence and of the future of life, you have to run faster than the algorithms, faster than Amazon and the government, and get to know yourself before they do. To run fast, don't take much luggage with you. Leave all your illusions behind. They are very heavy. Harori, Y. Len. 2018. 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, pp. 259, 266 to 268. London, Jonathan Cape.